Good afternoon. I know that our time is limited, but I wanted to talk to you about a strategy to address the development of a company dress code. It has come to my attention, particularly from senior leadership, that attire in the workplace has become too comfortable. And we're seeing more jeans, hoodies, flip flops, which of course does not bode well with the company standards. So, as a result, the recommendation from my team is to develop a business casual dress code, not to be confused with a casual dress code. So, really quickly, I put together some strategies that are supported by research conducted by the Robert Half Agency and several Fortune 500 companies to help guide us in the right direction. So, at this time, I'm going to share that presentation with you. So, over the past 5 years, office dress codes have gotten more relaxed, and that's mainly due to the influx. I'm sorry, it's not sharing, but give me one moment. It shouldn't take long. I know that your time is limited. Okay, there we go. All right. This was working just a moment ago. I'm going to stop sharing and try one more time so that we could make for a smooth transition. All right, there we go. Okay. So, over the last 5 years, office dress codes have gotten um, axed, mainly due to the influx of millennials in the workforce. And according to a survey by Office Team, which is an arm of the office sharing firm, or the office staffing firm, Robert Half Agency International, workers wear less formal clothing. Let's see if I can advance to the next slide for you. Okay. All right. So this is not working. However, um, I'm going to try something differently here. And hit slideshow and see if that does not help us. All right. So I'm hoping that you're seeing what I have up here. Okay. So basically, like I said, over the past 5 years, office dress codes have gotten more relaxed, mainly due to the influx of millennials in the workforce. And according to the Robert Half team, workers wear less formal clothing than they did 5 years ago. And 47% said that their employees dress too casually. And 32% of managers said that their workers showed too much skin. The Wall Street Journal, another sign of the times can be seen in the banking industry. Banking giant JP Morgan Chase and Company now lets workers wear business casual attire most of the time instead of suits, which we all know was certainly unheard of in at least the last 10 years. So, who is really pushing this casual trend? Is it employees? Is it potential employees? Well, what we're finding is that more casual dress seems to be the trend when economic times are good and it's an employee-driven market. When people wear more formal suits, it's usually a sign of tougher economic times. How well do employees understand the difference between business casual and just plain casual? Well, see, that is the reason that we're in this predicament. The obvious answer is that many employees don't understand it very well. Many millennial employees don't understand the difference. So companies need to be specific about what is acceptable versus what is not acceptable in the workplace. And so while we have a great number of millennials that we employ, it's up to us to educate these employees and manage expectations. So in conclusion, dress codes really do reflect the company brand. And furthermore, because we are a growing company, a dress code is a reflection of our owner. Our CEO has a standard, and particularly for roles that are more client-facing, dress codes standards can be higher. Now, for employees that are not client-facing, day-to-day attire can be a little bit more casual because research also shows that it encourages more creativity in how they work. Is to distribute a list of unacceptable attire for now, followed by a more extensive dress code after a core internal team has been formed to develop that policy. So this is a list of all of the sources for my research for developing this dress code strategy. And so I'm going to presentation now and conclude by saying thank you for your time. I know limited, and I hope that you'll take many of what I've shared with you today under consideration. Thank you.